Hi, welcome back. It's time again to play a little Wingspan. I've neglected this game a little bit in the last month, as you might have noticed, by me not uploading any further videos. I was occupied with magic and other very important things. So, this is just a random casual one-on-one on the Wingspan Tournament Discord. So, let's see what we have here. So this is with the European and Oceania expansions. I think the goldfinch is always a nice thing to have. I like one food forest birds, although I don't like particularly these ones. I don't have very good wetlands birds. I mean, the godwit is fine, but not incredible. The coot in the tray is also fine, but not incredible. So what would happen if I kept one food bird on top? Then I would have 2, 3 food in total with the nectar. Then I could possibly do something. Point is, maybe the swift is actually better because of the round goal 1. If I had the rodentologist or the falconer, I would keep the bird of prey, but I don't. I'll probably go for wildlife gardener without any signs of excitement. I also kind of like the black-shouldered kite, but I don't think it really fits any setup, so I'm just keeping this because it's my only wetland. This because it can be very strong. And this to start my forest and later produce some value and the first round goal. So let's go for this and that and be happy. And yeah, so the idea would be that I play swift first, then grab 2 food, play godwit. If the coot is still available, then I might pick it up. If not, it's also not terrible, because leaving a tucking bird for my opponent would mean that we have 1 happy goldfinch. Yeah, let's see what this leads to. So off we go, we play Volk Swift using Grow Up in the Forest. There is not overly much nectar in the bird feeder, so I might still need some of that. What did my opponent keep, by the way? 3 cards, 2 food, so like me. Also the exact same type of food. So we'll see what this leads us to. So if the tray stays the same, I will pick nectar and grub. So to be able to play the black-tailed godwit. Stays the same. Musk duck. That was the draw ground nest bird, right? Yes. Well, that's calling for value. Not activating this. So with this bird I should be able to draw cards from the tray if I wanted. I vaguely remember that there were birds that explicitly say draw card. Not from the deck, just draw card. Which the online game wouldn't allow you to draw from the deck then. I hope this works in this case. I mean, not that there was something that I desperately needed in the tray, but assuming that opponent is going to draw cards and shakes things up a bit, we might be interested. Ooh. Bobbling is actually quite a good card for them, I think. Still cautious with my nectar. My bonus card is tree nests. So I could draw these, right? Okay. So maybe I want the coot, but I first check if there's something better. Oh no. Oh no. Not really convincing. Also, for the coot, I would need to lay eggs and gain food to play it. I think I'll gamble and take another one. That's not great. I think it will be tucked in the swift in any case, so it doesn't really matter what I peek and keep in one word. What I peek here. I mean, it does also have a cup nest. Should use extra wheat, but I think that's not what we're looking for. What are we looking for then? Expensive birds with cup nests? I don't think so. There's no tucky business so far, so we wouldn't care. I think without selection, drawing card, it's also not that good. Gain food also won't get me to the goldfinch, because I would have fish and grub and one other. Doesn't pay for it. It's a rather complicated start. I think I'll just draw cards and try to find something good. It's a good bird, but not for the early game. I like that a little bit more than the whip bird, but also not really. I mean, at least with the grub I get from the swift, I can at least quite safely play it without overpaying if I roll at least one green, red, or pink food on re-rolling. But yeah, it's still. Actually, this is not what I'm looking for. So I would love some real good boost for card draw or for egg laying that I can play in the early game. I mean, Tanager is okay because it also fits my wildlife gardener. And it's a decent bird, 6 points, and extra food every now and then. But it's also not the best bird. It's just okay. I hope that the opponent just creates a little shake-up over there, so that new birds pop up in the tray, so I can grab something. Like, for example, white stork. That's a bird I'm very willing to take. And a random card, common moorhen. Yeah, you'll can accompany Volk's Swift. But white stork is exactly the kind of bird that I would love to play into the grassland and have some fun. So now I actually have use for the fish in the tray. And even if the bird feeder is reset with the nectar and the grub, I can be sure to play the white stork without overpaying. So gain food, play stork, lay eggs will be my last 3 actions, and I will end this round with 2 eggs on Walk Swift for the round goal, which might or might not be enough, but at least it will be 1 extra point for the 2nd place. So let's see what happens. Turkey, vulture. I want to do this and this. Am I using the moorhen? Don't think so. Am I using this? Maybe. I guess I don't want to use the whip bird. So I have to take care to really use both nectar, because the 2 eggs action doesn't allow me to overpay and get rid of the nectar. So gold's finished. That was nasty. Yeah, so I will come in 2nd with a round goal. Not much I can do about that. I mean, unless opponent decides to lay eggs only once, because the egg laying action is also kind of poor. But laying eggs twice would mean 3 extra points, right? Winning instead of tying, is that 3 extra? I guess so. Oh, Chihuahua and Raven, hello. I got a plan. I would love to take all 3 of them. Okay, maybe this motivates opponent to actually not lay eggs. But to draw cards instead. Ah, no. It's not about the amount of eggs, it's about amount of birds with that nest type. Then I'm fucked anyways. Then opponent wins the round goal and draws potential good grassland birds. Well, that's the way the cookie crumbles. But I found a raven. And raven white stork is not the worst of grasslands, arguably. Don't know if it will be enough, but it's definitely not bad. The only bad news is it doesn't have to do anything with my bonus cards, because these 2 are platform nest birds. But they should enable other ways of powering up the game. So, as expected, there is not much to be gained with the round goal. Next round, Ruddy Duck and Red-Winged Blackbird. Especially Blackbird will be a nice pickup for them, I guess. And they can pick up a Star Nest as bulk for future attacks with the Musk Dog. They seem to have taken food as the last action, so not drawing Tauhi or anything. So they're getting food again. They're not picking the blackbird, that's interesting. Do I want to have that blackbird? I mean, I will get bulk cards. That would be a way to get rid of them. I think I don't want to do a card draw action right now. I rather do this and see where we go. I think we're not going to use the moorhen, let's be honest. It's a star nest bird, but 3 food for a star nest bird is kind of on the expensive side. We don't want that. So this round goal is about the amount of eggs in ground nests, which is also... Oh, there's only... Oh, I thought the musk duck would have like 5 egg slots, but it doesn't. Well, so at the moment we could still tie, actually. We could fill the godwit and have a tie, but we don't have any other ground nest bird in hand, and they will have tons of ground nest birds in hand because that's what the musk duck does. So I'm not planning to actually invest much energy into this round goal, because I think we're bound to lose that as well. Good thing is we're only 10 actions deep in the game when we start the Raven White Stork engine, so I think our game plan could simply be generate eggs, food and cards every turn and just play birds that are worth points like these ones and be happy. The good news is that we are creating all the resources that we need with these 2 birds. The bad news is it's only at the moment 1 egg that days, 1 random card, more or less random card, and 2 food. But the 2 food can be nectar. And we can discard useless cards for more eggs, but not more food. But when we always have the target food, the amount of food is not as critical. So still no respect for the blackbird there. Our turn is quite simple. We play Raven, say go. So opponent is grabbing food, not rolling nectar. Butcher bird is hunting. Will we know whether it's successful? We won't. We can check now. It is successful, and it's a very good bird. Alright, so let's start the engine then. We need eggs here. Can discard 1 here. Gain nectar. Replace this. Huh. So I don't want my opponent to have the cuckoo. I'm moderately interested in Sparrow and Red Knot. I just picked the best card that's available here. And I don't care much. I mean, could deny my opponent the cuckoo, but if they want it, they have to probably adjust their plans and do a card draw action now, which might not be part of the deal. And they would have to play a bird without any nest slot, so they might actually endanger their round goal if they took the cuckoo now. Because when they do, I can play the Red Knot and end up at 4 ground nest eggs, which might be fine. If they don't take the cuckoo, I'll probably lay eggs again right now, so that the tray is refreshed and the opponent does not have the option again to take the cuckoo. So in general, I'm looking for more birds that support my Grasslands engine. So bird sparrow would actually be nice, but not getting there at the moment. Alright, they've played Clark's Grebe. I will lay eggs again then. Just randomly here and there. We have 2 actions left, and so that's not a problem. To get just 2 additional nectar. Let's see what we have here. Nightingale is quite nice. Flamingo is interesting if they are going to do lots of card drawing stuff. But actually, I think I rather like the Nightingale because it improves my food generation in the Grasslands, even though it also supports my opponent. And it's also relevant for one of my bonus cards, which I'm not really working towards, but I do have 3 cup nest birds in hand that I could use. So maybe this is worthwhile. 1 laid egg, so I want to play the ground nest bird first, so that I maybe can participate in the round goal. That's a good bonus card actually. I'm not interested in these. Nope. Yes. Maybe. Purple Martin is really nice actually. Then I've achieved my first part of my goal. I drew cards that really improve my grassland. Second part of my goal is get them into play. So next I'm going to play Purple Martin, I guess, and put 2 eggs on the red knot. Spend 1 extra resource for an extra egg, so I end up at 4 ground nest eggs, if that helps me to win or tie the round goal. At the moment it looks like it could, because opponent's egg laying action is not overly strong. So, and also there are only 4 ground nest slots. They filled the wrong bird. Maybe they misinterpreted the round goal like I sort of did in round 1. So Purple Martin was really a nice pickup, because when you rely on White Stork for the card draw, that means that you can never get a card from the tray that is there at the beginning of the round, because it will first reset the tray. And with Purple Martin this is actually possible. Ah, the Bobolink, yeah, I forgot about that one. Then they have not misjudged anything, but played it absolutely correctly. Which entails that I don't have to overcommit with regard to the eggs, because I cannot win the round goal in any case, which is disappointing. I was starting to raise hopes, but well, we still lay eggs, but not with extra resources then. As much as I like the Australian Raven, it really doesn't do much for my bonus cards, and also I get the right food, but not tons of food, so it's bound to not do enough. Double-crested cormorant is irrelevant. I might be interested in food like this. Cannot take nectar now. Calm and Swift and Kia. Oh, Kia is a nice bird. I mean, it suffers from the same problem, which is I don't have that much extra food. And also the nest type doesn't really work. The Calm and Swift would work in terms of nest type, but it's not really the bird that I want in my grassland. Bobwhite is actually a nice bird. It produces extra eggs and has lots of spaces. And since I want to lay eggs really, really often, I think I'd rather go with this. Although it's certainly not the strongest bird of this selection. White wagtail, will it Foster's turn? This is not stuff that I need. Does my opponent have tucking stuff? Sort of, with the butcher bird. But then now I would like to rather establish the bobwhite first. At some point we'll have to have the distributed sets, so we can start preparing that. Not using that. Not using that. I can take nectar again. Look at this. Don't really need anything. It's probably the best of them. So we take it. Only 3 eggs. So we play bobwhite and lay eggs again. Probably play nightingale, lay eggs again, and then just fill board and fill birds until we're happy. I think the goshawk, while being a great card, sort of the small version of the Imperial Eagle, or the Bonelli's Eagle. We only draw 1 extra card each turn, so, and we have ways to discard extra cards into the board for extra eggs, so there is not much value to be gained by playing this bird. Although we're going to keep this for a while, because since it can use food and cards as resources, and we generate both types, there might still be a chance to play it somehow. And we do have this bonus card that wants us to have birds equally distributed in our habitats, which is also sort of in line with this round goal. Means that apart from filling our grassland entirely, we will also want 2 more forest birds and 1 more wetlands bird. Forest birds don't seem to be a problem, but we don't have good wetlands birds at our disposal at the moment. Also tricky is that they do kind of want, we want 4 with cup nests and 2 with star nests, which sort of entails that the kingfisher might be an option, because star nests would be really good. But I mean, that's 3 food for 4 points, be it star nest or not. It's not a good value. So, as established, we need the extra eggs first. To play that, butcher bird seems to have whiffed, so no value lost with a goldfinch, which kinda wants to be played rather soonish. So that if it's able to produce value, it can do that. Opponent is getting food again. With successful butcher bird, which means sad goldfinch that watches from the second rank. Lay eggs, lay an egg here, tuck that tit. We're not doing that kingfisher. Discard one egg for 2 nectar and see what we can get. Nest wise, this is absolutely irrelevant. So we picked that one with the most points. Which is also probably absolutely irrelevant. Shouldn't, for the wrong goal, we should have taken the one with the fewest points actually, right? But yeah, I don't think we really care. So we have 4 eggs now, we can play 2 birds and then lay eggs again. Orange-footed scrubfall. Yeah, they really target the ground nest thingy. I want this somehow in the forest. Then nightingale and then gain a lot of stuff. We might actually play the green heron. I mean, we're looking for a water bird for the 2 extra points. So that's basically 1 food 6 points if we don't find anything better. That might be worth it, but it would also mean that we play a bird with the wrong nest type, which would really suck. Is this, by the way, an option to play instead? Nope. Not now, not in the grassland. We want this. So another wrong goal that we're going to lose, so... I mean, the Grasslands engine is really nice, but... with the... when we don't win any round goal, I mean, we probably win the last one, but it's a hefty point swing against us. Let's see what we can do. So we're 2 birds short for both of those. Yeah, if we don't find any really good star nest birds, I'm pretty skeptical about this. So, first tuck for goldfinch means their bird of prey is hit. Let's lay some eggs. Everybody grab a grub right now. I don't believe that we are going to play this. We're also not playing this. Just impossible. I will take more useful stuff. Let's pick this and that. There's a nice cup nest bird. I want that. So at the moment this would look like play 2 cup nest birds, screw the rest. I'd love to find another wetlands bird. Also to potentially have more than 4 sets of eggs, although I'm not sure if we are laying that many eggs at all, so... But also the opponent cannot lay that many eggs. They will get some at game's end. Which is after the round goal has been scored, so probably I don't have to worry too much about that. But we never know. My opponent seems to be quite spiky about the round goals, rightfully so. So let's see what happens. So into the last round. Nutcracker and Main Duck have appeared in the tray. Nutcracker could be interesting for me because it's a cheap cup nest bird that has a nice food to point conversion rate. Although I'm not sure if that's what I need. Main Duck has the other interesting nest, but I think I'm pretty much settled for cup nests here. And I don't have enough actions to fulfill the cup nests and the cave nest bonus cards. So unless I find, during my egg laying action, really good star nest birds that I can still play, this is not going to get me anywhere. So if there happened to be a little glitch, I just clicked the wrong button in OBS. Hope that's not too dramatic. So let's fill up these sets. And we need to give away free food. How many birds are we going to play? Maximum 3. So I don't think this is necessary. We do this, and the hummingbird is still there, so we upgrade this. More nectar for me. That could do the trick. Not sure though. So we have 3 actions left. We can play 3 more birds. 2 of them should have one of these nests. And this is going to be cup nests. And I think I rather play 2 birds and play eggs again, because eggs is like 5-6 points and secures the round goal, so that's bound to be better. Black-necked stilt, interesting. So yeah, that's a bunch of ground nest birds. Probably they also have the ground nest bonus card. That would generate some points. So first things first, this bird wants to live here. So what they do for the round goals, I do for the nectar. They also don't seem to roll very well, which is unfortunate for them. Sorry about that. But yeah, I mean, it's another crazy upside of the Raven Grassland engine in the Oceania expansion, that you get tons of nectar and can potentially just snatch all the nectar ratings, which is kind of insane. Oh, Please play it in the wetlands, it's kinda important. So I'm moderately confident that I will win at least this round goal. One, two, three. We'll end up at 5 sets, I think. Yeah. Laying 5 more eggs. Would need 18 for 6 sets. We'll end up at 16. So if I had planned this more carefully, this means pretty exactly if I had used the Raven 2 fewer times, I could have 2 additional eggs and 1 additional set for the round goal, which might actually, if my opponent is able to compete after all for the round goal, result in a probably decisive blow, actually. I mean, my board does look much better, but they have some game end powers, I'm not sure. But I'm at 107 points already. Yeah, it should work. So, to here. That one will resolve itself. We skip that one, of course. We use that one, of course. See what happens. We skip that one, and we skip that one. Because I'm fine with the bullshit that's in the tray. So... oh, I ended the game, okay. So, that's me then. Opponent can lay a bunch of eggs and play another bird with Gold's Finch. They have 2 rodents left in their food supply, so very precise planning. Which means that there won't be a surprise huge point bomb like Bonelli's Eagle because there are no hand cards. So it's red-tailed hawk. That's fine. Can deal with that. Yeah, and with winning every nectar category, I think we should have won this. But I have, since I started playing Wingspan again recently, I realized that I'm so much in the Magic the Gathering mode that I almost lost every game. So let's see. I feel confident about birds. Rightfully so. I don't feel bad about bonus cards. Correct. I don't feel bad about end of round goals. Correct. Feeling okay about eggs. Tucked cards. I'm ahead and I win the nectar. Yeah, so I'm ahead. By 16 points actually, so that's not that close. But yeah, given that I had Raven's Dog very early on, it's not the most impressive result, but I'm happy that I'm able to win Wingspan games again. Thank you, Cashew, for the game. Thank you for watching, and be sure to tune in again next time for my next video. Thank you, and see you around.